Sorry for no introduction on this show, but as you know, you're listening to All Hog Sports podcast. Now, kicking it off right away with baseball. Last night, Arkansas beat number 3 Vanderbilt 6-4. Kumar Rocker was on the mound for Vandy, and Wicklander was on the mound for Arkansas. They both got pulled in the 4th inning. The two aces were going at it, and it wasn't necessarily, Rocker's best day. And Arkansas worked a really well second inning on him. Getting 37 pitches off of him in that second inning, I think was really key in that game because we scored 2 runs to tie it, but then Rocker kind of lost his stuff and had a little bit of control issues, and for him being a really high MLB draft prospect, when you see a pitcher with control issues, you want to be more patient at the plate and, take advantage of that, and Arkansas did that really well and won 6-4, and at this point, I've just lost words for Kevin Kopps. He's just that good. I watch him play, and I watch him strike out batters, and I'm like, how? It just makes, all these guys, first-team SECers, look like, minor league players. It's incredible what he's doing, and, it's just hard to say. Wicklander was doing pretty good until he started walking a lot of guys, but I really don't attribute that to him at all. The umpire was awful. I mean, he was squeezing Wicklander into the zone so hard, and then forcing him to really either throw something that's going to get hit or a ball, and it was just awful. Costu pitched some good innings. Monk, he started walking a couple guys. Dave Van Horn is not a fan of walks, so if you walk guys, you usually get pulled. But yeah, that was an incredible win, and then Lockhart dominated against Georgia. Hogs won 11-2. That style play with Lockhart playing like that will win the Hogs everything in Omaha. I mean, anytime you have a guy who's going to pitch 6 2/3, perfect innings, that was absolutely incredible from Lael. And then Brady Slevens has a lateral ankle sprain. He was running to first and twisted his ankle on the bag, sliding off of it. 1 to 3 weeks for a return, so he's out for the rest of Hoover, unknown going forward. On Saturday, Arkansas will play in the semifinal against either Vanderbilt or Ole Miss. Both of those teams Arkansas has beat. They beat Ole Miss 2-1 in a series, and they beat Vanderbilt last night, as you know. Really good run support, too. We put Kopps in situations where we're down 1, tie game, or we're up, and we usually win. He's just that talented, and I think the team kind of plays a little bit different with him out there. Goodhart came out of a slump last night, getting a 2-run RBI double. For him to get out of that slump and start raking is really important for Arkansas to go far in Omaha. And then Colin Smith, his bat was going too. There's just so many bats in this lineup. At some point, it's just too dangerous for other teams to compete. And any guy you pitch to has a chance to go in your yard or, getting a hit, getting an RBI. They're just raking, even without Slavens last night. Now, on to softball. The softball team is hosting a super regional as the 6th seed in the NCAA tournament. First time at Boggle Park, and it's been a sellout versus number 11 seed Arizona. Now, quick recap of the regional. They swept the regional, outscoring teams 19-3, and all 6 wins of Coach Deifel's NCAA tournament have been in Fayetteville, so having a huge home field advantage is important for the so-called Boggle Bombers, as they are top 5 in the NCAA in home runs, top 3 in the SEC. Now, Game 1 is tonight, 6 p.m. on ESPNU, Arizona at Arkansas. Saturday is 4 p.m. on ESPNU, and if necessary for Game 3, 8 p.m. on Sunday on ESPN2. Now, it's obviously the same format for a baseball regional, as many people are familiar with, double elimination, so Game 3 is possible in that scenario. 0-1 all-time against Arizona for the softball team, but, that really doesn't matter much. You've only played them one time, and it was, I think, 2011. It's been a long time. Arkansas this year is actually 7-6 against teams that have made the Super Regional, and SEC Pitcher of the Year, Mary Half, will be the key to winning, leading the SEC in ERA at 1.24, 5th nationally in wins. I mean, anytime that you have a pitcher like that who can perform multiple times like she did this last weekend when Arkansas swept the regional is so important, and for her to be able to pitch, multiple outings also goes hand in hand with that. Others at the plate include Braxton Burnside as a really key player. The first team All-SEC has just been raking all year, and then Daniel Gibson, Hannah McGowan, and Autumn Storms additionally. Those were all second team. And I think a really huge part in this team's run to OKC and through the Super Regionals. If they win that, go to OKC for the Women's College World Series, is Kayla Green, batting above 300 recently. This team draws a lot of walks and hits a lot of homers, just kind of like the baseball team. When you're able to do that, get people on base walking, and then hit home runs, you get a lot of RBIs. So my prediction for the series is Hogs win the first, lose the second, and then dominate the third. I think half throws a fantastic game on that last day. Now that's all for softball and baseball. Now men's golf is competing in the NCAA Championship this weekend. They were the regional runner-up as a team, and Tyson Reeder had a huge day. Moved up one spot on Sunday to move the team on to nationals. He posted a record low of 65. William Buell also posted top 10 at a 71 on round 3. He was 4 under, and then Reeder was 7 under. The full leaderboard after that goes Julian Parejo. He was at 1 over. Lozada at 5 over. Segundo Aluvo Pinto, he was 12 over, and then Arkansas as a whole was 7 under in place number 2. They're ranked number 24 in the nation. So best of luck to all those guys and the team competing in NCAA National Championship this weekend. Now track and field, they won the Triple Crown. That means in the SEC they won the women's and men's titles in indoor track, outdoor track, cross country. I mean, that's just incredible. 9 SEC championships as a whole for the university. I mean, that's just awesome. They're ranked number 8 in the country, and 15 out of 21 events are at the regionals, the NCAA West Regional, trying to move on to Oregon for nationals. It's actually at the same venue in Texas A&M University that they won the SEC in. So far, as of Thursday, Gilbert Boyd advanced in the 800-meter, Marcus Belengi in the decathlon, and Daniel Spieser, 2 in the decathlon. 6 more made prelims as well. It finishes Saturday, so I'll update everybody on that next weekend. Now, that was just a quick little update. I want to talk a little bit about baseball, softball, where you can find the games. I'm planning on doing a lot more analysis of both of those games after the series is finished this weekend, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But thanks for listening, and Woo Pig Suey.